Welcome to the movie. We come to the next episode of Game of Thrones, Lord Snow. Let's go. Lord Ned Stark arrives at King's Landing. On his way through the Red Keep, Ned sees Jaime standing by the Iron Throne. Jaime recounts the day that the Mad King murdered Ned's father. Ned reaches the council chamber and is greeted by the group's members. Ned speaks gruffly with each of them. When the council gets down to the business of planning a tournament, Ned orders the tournament cancelled, but quickly realizes his outburst is impolitic and begs the council's pardon. Cersei dresses the wounds her son. He'll have the power to rewrite history, she promises, but he also must know when to conserve his strength in the realm. Ned returns to his chambers to find Sansa and Arya fighting. Arya asked Micah to practice with her, and now the boy is dead. Ned assures her it wasn't her fault, or Sansa's. In bed at Winterfell, Bran rests while listening to old Nan tell stories. She tells him of the winter that lasted a generation. The door slams opens and Robb walks into the room. Bran tells his brother that he still remembers nothing of the fall. In Castle Black, Jon Snow trains under the direction of Sir Alliser Thorne. Afterwards, in the armory, three men attack Jon for beating them so badly. Tyrion uses the threat of his family's power to end the scuffle. The next time Jon trains with the Gren and PYP, he provides instruction, rather than shaming them. Jon takes the lift to the top of the wall to speak with his uncle Benjen. Jon wants to go with him, but Benjen tells him no. Lady Catelyn and Sir Roderick arrive at King's Landing. One guard hands Cat a message from Baelish and escorts the travelers to a brothel to meet him. Cat rails against Baelish, who apologizes and tells her he chose a place no one would look for her. When Ned arrives, he's equally enraged, but the information Baelish is able to provide is useful. Baelish agrees to help them find the person who's responsible. Cat is confident they can trust Baelish. Before she can attract any more attention, she leaves the city. Traveling across the plains of Essos, Daenerys asks Mormont where the Dothraki get their slaves. He explains that cities offer them as tribute to avoid attack by the Horse Lords. Soon her brother, Viserys, storms up on his horse and accosts her for daring to give him a command. Before he can strike her, however, a whip cracks around his neck and pulls him to the ground. At camp, Irri notices a change in her figure. She announces that Dany is with child. Irri goes to Jorah and Ricardo searching for more nutritious food to feed Dany. Jaime and Cersei meet privately to discuss Bran's awakening. Jaime holds his sister and assures her that the boy won't talk. King Robert exchanges war stories with Sir Barristan Selmy. He recounts killing a young man with his war hammer at the Battle of Summerhall. He then sends for Jaime and asks him what the Mad King Aerys said as he died. Tyrion drinks with Yoren at Castle Black. Benjen interrupts their joking, sternly requesting that Tyrion tell the king that the Night's Watch needs more support. Tyrion replies that he doesn't believe in White Walkers beyond the wall. But Benjen is not so quick to dismiss the notion. Later, Jeor Mormont also tells Tyrion that the wildlings are fleeing south in greater numbers every day. Tyrion decides he'll head south with Yoren to King's Landing, and he visits Jon atop the wall to say goodbye. The dwarf promises Jon that he'll carry his greetings to Bran. Arya reports for her first dancing lesson with Syrio Forel, a master swordsman. Ned appears in the doorway to watch quietly. At first, he smiles at his daughter's talent, but his pleasure fades quickly as he realizes that Arya could very well be preparing for war.